in Sri Lanka is heating up, with all the candidates heading to all over the country to muster support for their bid for the highest office in Sri Lanka. Now the presidential election is on the 21st, that's Saturday, and today marks the final day for the campaigning for the presidential candidates. Now, campaigning for the upcoming presidential election will conclude at midnight today, and this silent period will last until election day, that's the 21st of September. Now, the Election Commission has announced that all candidates and citizens must refrain from engaging in any election campaign activity during this silent period. Election Commissioner General Saman Sriratnayake told Newsfirst that the law will be strictly enforced against those who continue to campaign, including through social media, after midnight today. Now, in the final push before the silent period that falls at midnight, presidential candidates have organized their last public rallies across the island. Now, let's have a look into where these rallies are going to take place. Now, independent presidential candidate and President Ranil Wickremesinghe will address supporters in Matara, Galle, Homagama and Kalutara, with his final rally scheduled to take place in Grand Pass this afternoon. Samaga Janabalavaya's candidate Sajith Premadasa will hold rallies in Monaragala, Ambilipitiya, Ambalantota and Beruwala, concluding with a final rally in Maradana also this afternoon. Anura Kumara Dissanayake, the candidate for the National People's Power, will focus his rallies on the Western Province, with events in Kalutara and Gampaha, and his final rally at the Ananda Samarakone Open Air Theatre in Nugegoda. Sri Lanka Podujana Peramana's candidate Namal Rajapaksa will hold rallies in Tissa Maharama and Matugama, ending with a final event in Piliyandala. Now, at the same time, Field Marshal Sirasa Fonseca will address supporters in Pannala and Negombo, with his last rally planned in Kirudapana. Now, the Election Commission has urged all candidates and their supporters to adhere to the guidelines and the regulations and ensure a peaceful election campaigning period. Now, the Postal Department has announced that individuals who have not yet received their official polling cards can do so by visiting their nearest post office. Now, the Postal Department has said that this process will be facilitated from morning till evening, that's from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now, the Department of Post has extended this opportunity until September 21st to ensure all eligible citizens have the chance to participate in the upcoming presidential election. Now, in a related statement, the Election Commission has clarified that voters who do not have the official polling card can still exercise their franchise by producing their national identity card. Now, just to remind you that if you have not received your polling card yet, you can go to the nearest post office and obtain the polling card upon verification of your identity. Now, the campaign trail is heating up, as I mentioned before, with presidential candidates holding their rallies across many areas in the country to muster support for their bid for the highest office in the country. Now, let's start with Ranil Wickremesinghe. Now, Ranil Wickremesinghe is running as an independent presidential candidate at this year's presidential election. Now, Ranil Wickremesinghe was selected by Parliament after former President Gotabaya Rajapaksa was removed, had to step down from office following public outcry. Now, Ranil Wickremesinghe is urging citizens to grant him a mandate to further develop the country. Wickremesinghe recounted the dire state of the nation when he assumed office 2 years ago, highlighting the severe shortages of food, medicine, fuel, gas, and he criticized his opponents, Sajith Premadasa and Anura Dissanayake, for their absence during the crisis, questioning their commitment to the people. He emphasized his role in stabilizing the economy and restoring essential supplies. Wickremesinghe acknowledged the hardships faced by the people due to tough decisions he made, but praised their resilience. He questioned the timing and necessity of elections called by his opponents, pointing out the ongoing challenges faced by farmers as well as fishermen. Now, reflecting on the challenging decisions necessary to revive the country's broken economy, President Wickremesinghe noted that while citizens remain patient, opposition figures closely and solely focused on election campaigns in their pursuit for power. Now, while Ranil Wickremesinghe is making those claims, Sajith Premadasa, the opposition leader who is also running for presidency, has said that it is only his team that can recover the country and build a proper economy. Now, Sajith Premadasa is contesting from the Samagi Jana Balawegya, which he leads. Now, he has urged citizens of Sri Lanka to make a decisive choice in the upcoming presidential election. Premadasa highlighted the political alliance between his rivals Ranil Wickremesinghe and Anura Kumara Dissanayake, positioning himself and his team as the true representatives and the champions of the common people. Now, Sajith Premadasa emphasized his commitment to rejecting political deals for personal gains. Now, Premadasa has also assured that his only agreement is with the people, aiming to serve and solve their issues through a social contract. He called on the people of Gampaha, where he was campaigning last night, to reject the political culture represented by his opponents and to support the SJB, which he claims will bring victory to the country. Now, Premadasa also reiterated his dedication to the masses and urged the citizens to join him in his bid for the presidency of the country. Now, another presidential candidate in Sri Lanka is Namal Rajapaksa. Namal Rajapaksa is the youngest in this race for the presidency. Now, speaking to a gathering, Namal Rajapaksa has assured the people that he will not betray the trust that they have placed on him. Now, speaking at a rally in Galle, Rajapaksa emphasized his commitment to transforming Sri Lanka into the fastest developing country in Asia. He said that his objective is to make Sri Lanka the fastest developing country and urged the people to join with him to proceed in this campaign. Now, he outlined his vision of adhering to the policies of the IMF and other financial agencies in the country that increase the coffers of the state, but also noted that it is important to increase the revenue of the common people as well. He said that there is no point in making the government rich if the people are poor, and he said that he will be following the policies that will create a wealthy community and rich parents and youth. Now, Rajapaksa assured the public that the trust they have placed in him will never be broken, highlighting his dedication to creating a prosperous future for all Sri Lankans. Now, at the same time, Anura Kumara Dissanayake, leading the National People's Power, is also contesting the presidential election. Now, he has made some strong criticism with regard to the governance of the past 76 years in the country. Anura Kumara Dissanayake has declared that September 21st will mark the end of a 76-year political curse in Sri Lanka. Now, he went on to note that Sri Lanka was once termed as the pearl of the Indian Ocean, the granary of the East, and also referred to as one of the greatest civilizations that boasts of a heritage of more than 2,500 years. And he questioned what has happened to that great reputation that Sri Lanka had many years ago. Now, Dissanayake has criticized the political groups of the past 76 years, describing them as a curse that has led to national embarrassment on the global stage. Now, he also highlighted the severe hardships faced by the people, including insufficient food, lack of educational facilities for children, and medicine shortages, while the youth are also not having great aspirations about their futures. Now, while the campaign trail is heating up ahead of the presidential election, another interesting development surfaced last evening. That's an alleged leak of the recent grade 5 scholarship examination paper. Now, the Department of Examinations has dispatched a special team to the Alawa area to investigate the leak of questions from the first paper of the grade 5 scholarship examination. Now, Examination Commissioner General Amit Jasundra told Newsfirst that the team will record statements from all involved parties, including a teacher in question surrounding this alleged incident. Now, Jasundra emphasized that further legal action will be instituted after the investigations are complete and based on the findings of the investigations. Now, in response to the leak, the Department of Examinations has taken a very important decision to remove 3 questions from the first examination paper of the grade 5 scholarship exam. Now, the decision was made following a meeting between the examiners and the Commissioner General of Examinations last evening. Well, that's a wrap of the breakfast rundown for this morning. But if you want to follow more details on these stories, do join us and visit our website www.newsfirst.lk, where all these stories will be updated for your perusal. And at the same time, please visit our social media handles on X, Instagram, Facebook and YouTube, as well as TikTok for videos and other content on all the news updates that we bring you throughout the day. Until I meet you again tomorrow, same time, same place. Have a good day.